Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, can I have my helmet, please? What's up? Good morning, America. I want to share with you what's happening to England. The English are having problems. They're having problems. The New World Order plan was to open up all the borders to the migration people, which are all coming over. Most of them are men, not so many women, a lot of men looking like and they did this over here for 4 years and acted like they weren't doing it, like it wasn't happening. But we voted because we're like, hell no. Now, watch what's going on. Now, check this out. Because it would be like that here in America. And listen to the lady cry. Watch this.
Civil servant, please do something. It's us that are dying on the street.
Then attacked this sweet man walking his dog.
We don't know if he's a sweet
man. As though they had had a long-standing personal beef in which there was mutual hatred and in which the Afghan man's family was threatened. I mean, the ferocity and almost personal seeming nature of the attack led most people to believe there must be more here. There must be more to it. Nope, there wasn't anything more to it, Rich. This Afghan man just wanted this gentleman dead and did everything within his power. Multiple stab wounds, just went after him without mercy. And now there's talk in the UK of whether we're going to be looking at riots any moment now. This just happened overnight. A woman called in to, hold on, I'm looking at my SOT list here. She called in, Talk TV, thank you, to talk about her experience. This is in response to what we saw this morning. She's in London. Take a listen to this woman in not a rich area of London describing her experience lately.
I live in...
But hold on. If you can remember, Megyn Kelly's a bigot and a racist. She's definitely not a news person. So if you don't want to listen to her news, remember, bigots. The architect here is a racist too and a bigot because I ask hard questions. So let's get that cleared up right now.
The borough right next to Hillingdon.
Yep.
And I moved into my house in 2019. My local shop, there's been 3 stabbings, 1 murder since then.
Wow.
My friend was murdered last year up on the high street. Girl I know was murdered in Southall
There's
Park.
a lot of murdering.
The government are failing us. I'm so scared for my children.
Now hold on, woman. You didn't try to love them people? You didn't invite them into your house? Why not? Why didn't you just give them the pussy? If you'd have gave them the pussy, they wouldn't have had to stab you. Don't you understand? In California, if somebody comes into your house and you can have a reasonable escape. You're supposed to run outside of your house and not let don't defend or fight back. Don't defend. You ain't entitled to do deadly harm, not to the migrant and not to the criminal. That's crazy. You let them. You run outside the house. It's simple. Give him what he wants. Give him the pussy. They're gonna stab you. Now remember, if you people that have weaponry and you think that, well, I'll defend myself, we're gonna make that illegal for you, law abiding people. Criminals don't criminals don't follow the law. That's why they're robbing your house. That's why they're coming into your house to get what you want. So if you, I mean, you take the advice of a bigot, and I'll tell you straight up, you give that migrant guy some pussy, that Afghan man might not stab you so fast. You were doing violence to him by not giving him what he wanted, dummy.
She made me do it.
Y'all invited him over, right? How do y'all got so many? I think it's hilarious that when you get a lot of the Islamics, they want to do Sharia law, and then they don't necessarily want to vote for you. They want to put their own candidate forth, a guy with a towel on, and then they want to vote for. Then they want to suddenly become hardcore Muslim, and you have to follow their laws, and they will beat and stab you. So it might backfire. So I don't know. It's up to you. You vote for whatever you want. Just remember, Orange Man bad. Because if you do that, we get this done faster. Because when y'all get stabbed, you won't be around no more. Remember when you lay down your guns, because it's equimitarial, then you'll be shot and probably killed. California got it right. They told you to run. They told you to run, find an escape and run, but maybe you need to find it from that state.
A 22-year-old son, and I'm begging him to move out of the country.
Oh my goodness, I feel for you.
What are these politicians doing to us? They're putting our children in so much danger. They're putting everyone in danger.
What do you mean, what are they doing? World Without Borders plan.
They're not doing nothing to help us. They're pushing us to do something that we don't want to do. We are peaceful people. British people never vote against their government.
Yeah.
They're going to push us to it because they're not listening to us. I don't leave the house without a man.
You're that worried.
Well, everyone I know is getting stabbed. They're getting raped in parks. This is where I live, not where the politicians live.
Do you think that's part of the issue? That they don't live in the real world?
Keir Starmer, if you're listening to this, please do something.
He's not listening.
I'm petrified. I've never broken the law in my life. I've been a law-abiding citizen. I've been a civil servant. Please do something. It's us that are dying on the street.
Awful. Reg, and Keir Starmer has said nothing so far, not in response to this woman's pleas, not in response to this horrific crime. And honestly, this is just a day in the life right now for the people of Great Britain. This is unfortunately not that extraordinary a story over there.
Yeah, so every time an illegal immigrant kills someone, excuse me, here or somewhere else, the political establishment, their first reaction is, let's not talk about illegal immigration, right? That is not the reaction of most people. Countries have social problems. It's an endemic just to reality and how human works. But for most people, it makes no sense to import a social problem and create one where there was none before. And that's part of what we hear that woman complaining about.
I mean, obviously she's a racist. She doesn't understand. and a bigot. Don't forget. Oh yeah, definitely she's a bigot and a transphobe. You know she's a transphobe, right? Because over here in America, one of our people on the ticket was the border czar, and she didn't never go to the border at all. And nobody had a problem with that. They didn't really care. They didn't think it was a big deal because she wasn't Orange Man bad. We could have had our first woman president, a black woman who's Indian and not black. But they didn't really care if she did her job or not, or if she was smart, or if she told the truth, if she was. We dodged a bullet. A lot of our migrants are they're pretty competitively murderers too. We had a Mexican lady that came who was a real uh, ritual murderer. She killed a lot of people by doing something where she cut out their heart. We get a lot of standard issue migrant murderers. You know, they just run you down. A lot of like running the car through the crowds. You know, but that's not that big of a deal. I mean, we got a lot more roadways on America. America's a big place. We got about 50 million migrants come over. They gave them a text message thing on their phone so they could click text, and they wanted to have people to vote for not Orange Man Bad team next time. They'd putting them in places where they needed them to be. They'd taken the children, flying them at night to different places. They never found out where any of those children went. Thank you, borders are. And they thought that was fine and okay because, you know, Orange Man bad. And you racist, I racist. Bigot. Okay. Now, next round will probably be AOC with Gavin Newsom. AOC's a idiot. She's attractive. She's a pretty lady. Probably means well. She's a fucking idiot. She's got those crazy eyes. You know them. You know them. You seen them. You seen them. And Gavin Newsom. Well, just look at the fire they had that burnt LA all to fucking hell. So I'd rather vote again for Orange Man Bad if they find some sort of loophole, just to uh, just to give it a little extra time, because at least I know he shows up to his job and works. I don't think anybody else is doing it. I'm just saying, it's not popular. Oh, yeah, actually, it is popular. My bad. I'm sorry. We won.